Making demands. Assertiveness also involves expressing your expectations directly and allowing others to decide whether they will fulfill them. Scenario 1. Every day when you come home from work, your family starts questioning you or talking incessantly. Meanwhile, you crave a few moments alone to relax. Assertive response. I like to freshen up and have a few minutes to myself after all the noise at work. Please don't engage me in conversation as soon as I enter. I might not be in a good mood due to something that happened during the day, and I don't want to transfer that negativity to you all. Why this works. Assertive people state the problem clearly instead of assuming others know what they think, feel, or need. Scenario 2. Someone in the car you're riding in sings off key for 20 minutes. It gets on your nerves, and when you politely ask her to stop, she doesn't. Assertive response. I know you enjoy singing, but I can't tolerate it right now. I'm getting a headache. Please stop. Otherwise, I'll have to get out. Why this works. Sometimes assertiveness involves explaining the consequences of the other person's unreasonable actions. It's okay to assert your needs and follow through when faced with a demand. When dealing with demands, consider the following. Recognize the power of stereotypes. Roles like the efficient manager or selfless mother can create unfair demands and expectations. Others may expect you to fulfill their demands without considering the impact on you. They aren't at fault if you've never set boundaries or made them think otherwise. Reject the demand, not the person. When you turn down a demand, clarify that it's the request you're rejecting, not the individual. Remember your right to say no. You don't need to justify yourself. Stand firm in your decision. If you give in to pressure, others will learn they can sway you. However, you also have the right to change your mind if circumstances change. Recognize individual responsibility. Apart from certain exceptions, such as dependent children, everyone is responsible for themselves. Relying excessively on others isn't fair. Part 2. Dealing with criticism. How we handle criticism is often influenced by childhood experiences. No criticism in childhood. Experiencing criticism for the first time as an adult can feel devastating. Constructive criticism in childhood leads to better coping as an adult. Harsh criticism in childhood can make us see all criticism as hurtful or rejecting. Non-assertive responses to criticism, becoming confused, retaliating with anger or blame, becoming defensive, shutting down, acting silly, withdrawing, ignoring it and hurting inside, running away, internalizing anger, and stewing over it. If criticism contains an element of truth, avoid responding with counter-criticism. Constructive feedback may be given with the hope it will help you improve. Techniques for receiving criticism. Assess the validity of the criticism. Take time to determine whether the criticism is genuine or if it stems from anger or frustration. Accept the criticism. If valid, accept it without guilt or negativity. Acknowledge that nobody is perfect and thank the person for their feedback when appropriate. Negative assertion. This involves agreeing with the criticism openly when it's valid. Criticism. Your desk is very messy. You're disorganized. Response. Yes, that's true. I'm not very tidy. Negative inquiry. If unsure about the validity of the criticism, ask for clarification. Criticism. You'll find that difficult because you're shy. Response. In what ways do you think I'm shy? Constructive feedback improves communication, while manipulative or destructive criticism puts the critic on the spot. Disagree with the criticism. Criticism. You're always late. Response. No, I'm not always late. I may be late occasionally, but certainly not always. Agree in part by using the fogging technique to avoid escalating conflict. When feeling criticized, pause. Don't react immediately. Question. Determine if you've actually been criticized or if you're misinterpreting. Clarify. If unsure, ask the other person, e.g., What did you mean by that? Decide how to respond. Use one of the techniques above based on whether the criticism is valid. Giving criticism. When offering negative feedback, focus on the action, not the person. Begin with a supportive comment, e.g., I appreciate all the work you've put in, but we have a problem with. Be specific and avoid blaming by using I statements. Suggest realistic changes and avoid making empty threats. End on a positive note if possible. Example: you've planned to meet your girlfriend at a restaurant, but she's late again. Response: did something unexpected happen that made you late? I feel hurt when I have to wait because it makes me feel like I'm not a priority. Is there something I can do to help you fix this problem? Why this works. Assertive people use I statements to express their feelings without hurling blame. Offering a solution shows you care. Part 3. Giving and receiving compliments. Some people find giving and receiving compliments difficult or embarrassing, feeling the need to shrug them off or return them. Receiving compliments. Accepting compliments graciously reflects confidence and self-esteem. Brushing off compliments or doubting the other person's sincerity suggests insecurity or uncertainty. Assertive response. Smile and say, thank you. Giving compliments, be genuine. Insincerity is easily detected and undermines your efforts. Use positive reinforcement to build self-esteem and confidence. Compliments leave a lasting positive impact, unlike criticism. If a compliment isn't appropriate, find a way to express appreciation